I take it twice a day, usually in the morning and at night. So, and out of that, well, like I say, a drop is all I take. And that's all you need. Because, I mean, I don't have anything terminally picking away at me, right? Well, that I know about. Anyhow, I don't figure I ever will have now.
After I used it, and it did clear up these symptoms I had, 20 years younger. Physically, 20 years younger.
It is taking that pain out of my back, that aching out of my back that I had from those 3 back injuries that I've had for so long, and just having that pain out of my back, it has changed my life. I can sleep again. I can lay down again. I can sit up and get in a chair. I mean, there were so many nights that I laid there at the kitchen table at 2 o'clock in the morning crying because this aching, you know, it just wouldn't go away. And to have that gone in itself was fine with me. Like anything else, I said, okay, I can handle anything else. I'm rid of this now, you know, type of thing. And it's a God's blessing.
It eliminated the pain enough that I can function perfect. The pain I have left is well within tolerable levels. I mean, we all have pain, right? I mean, especially when you get older. I'm 52 years old. I'm not as, and like I say, I've had 4 open heart surgeries. So that slows you down a little bit. But I can't complain about my lifestyle right now and what I can do. I'm just happy as can be because I never thought I'd be able to do it. You know, I've been told by the medical profession years ago that I'd only sit on the couch and watch TV. That I didn't have enough parts left to go. I mean, I've never had any side effects. No problem that way. Seems to control my weight, though. I used to have an awful problem gaining weight and it going away, gaining weight. Now my weight just stays dead nuts all the same. And I don't know what that is. I think it just helps your body work with itself.
The reason I think that people have a hard time believing what the hemp oil can do is because they've been brainwashed by our system. I mean, we've all seen the commercials, you know, hemp, marijuana is bad. Well, I would like someone to show me where the bad is. Who died from hemp?
It's like everyone, you hear about it, you meet the people that have done it, but everybody, it's like, I guess if you see, in some ways, for the people, I guess, to believe in hemp, it's like if people say they saw a UFO. It's seeing is believing. So for me, that was, like, just incredible.
I'm just happy to be alive, you know, because there was nothing the doctors could do, because they just said, go home and die, more or less, you know. They didn't come out and say that, but they just said there was nothing they could do for me. I didn't really want to come down here, but my better half forced me to come, and I did, and that's the best move that I ever made in my life. You know, that's when things changed. You know, I started eating, I started feeling better. I walked out of here with hope, which I didn't have when I first come in, but I walked out of here, I had all kinds of hope, and prayed to God, and things worked out, you know, and the hemp oil just started working.
The government and the medical system do not want you to have the ability to cure your own diseases. These people don't want anything to change. They've got the big cars, they've got the big bank accounts. Well, we're happy the way it is, and now that we know about this oil, well, yeah, we can afford to go buy it because we're the ones that make the big money. They don't give a damn about the poor people.
There seems to be a lot of things that this can help, and it's just a sin we're not allowed to find out more for the sake of the ungodly dollar. I mean, that's what it always boils down to, right? I mean, people should have a right in this country to keep themselves well. And I mean, that should be a basic right. I thought it was supposed to be, but I'm finding out not so much.
I went to the doctor in Amherst, and I got and told him what I was doing. He froze right in his tracks. I told him a story that I heard that it would work. And I said, will it work or will it not? Now, he said, Cecil, be honest about it. He said, I can't confirm it and I can't deny it.
There's so many people out there suffering with so many diseases that this works for. And at nights I don't sleep very well because I think of those little children that are being poisoned and that are being fed chemotherapy and radiation and infants. And this is so horrible.
find out how good it is. Well, I know it's good, but listen, it's more than just for cancer.
If you have a serious medical condition, such as cancer, what right does anyone have to tell you that you cannot use hemp medicine?
Take a look of me 6 months ago. I was up and down, like, and had no energy, had nothing to do. Like now, I want to live. I want to live. You know, God put it out there for us. Why are we using it? Why are we denying this to somebody that's going to save someone else's life?
If people would just realize how much this medicine can help them, the world would be a better place.
This is a miracle medicine. There's no way around that.
I got nothing else to say, but, you know, it's good. It does the trick. It works.
I just know that the hemp oil works. I really can't explain. It works. It works. That's all I can say. You know, like, it works. God love us.
All these people, how do you not believe this? I mean, it's right before your eyes.
In January '07, my father came to stay with my wife and I because his cancer had become unmanageable. He could not stay alone anymore. At this point, the man had fluid in both lungs, couldn't even hardly walk around. His breathing had gone down to 70%, and he was on his last legs. We started him on the treatment. Inside of 3 months, the cancer was completely gone. In between that, he got nothing but better. The man improved every day from the time he started the oil until he went to a maintenance dose in March.
When I went over for my CAT scan, and I was going down the hallway, and I ran into a nurse, and she was shocked when she seen me. I wish I would have had a camera, because take the picture of her face. It was worth $1 million. And I went over to get the CAT scan. I wasn't going to go, but I went over because I wanted to make sure. You know, like we always had that little doubt in your mind, and the results were I am cancer-free. And I was a happy boy.
Cancer and disease today. A dose of reality. I was born in 1949. I am a child of the 50s and 60s. When I was young, cancer and many other medical conditions that are so prevalent today were quite rare. When my cousin David was diagnosed with cancer in 1969 at the age of 22, I thought that he had been misdiagnosed. Could a man of this age have cancer? 3 years later, in 1972, Dave died from cancer at the age of 25. My cousin was the first person that I knew directly that died from cancer. I am not saying that people did not die from cancer in the 50s and 60s, but cancer at that time was rare enough that I did not know anyone who had died from this disease until my cousin died in 1972. I spent most of my working career employed with the hospital system. From the 1970s up until I was injured in 1997, I watched the exponential growth of cancer and many other conditions that had been considered rare. Every year that went by, the number of people that were stricken with these diseases continued to increase, and so did the death rates. During all these years, I often wondered what was causing people to succumb to these diseases that were increasing at such an alarming rate.